Welcome to a new week here on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Micciche, co-owner of True North Retirement Advisors, an independent financial advisory practice managing over $390 million in client assets. On this podcast, I cover everything related to retirement, and this is episode 2041, so I think I've covered pretty much everything at this point, yet I somehow manage to find new themes every single week and without too much trouble. But whether it's related to investing or debt, Social Security, saving for retirement, spending in retirement, healthcare, taxes, there's just so much to your retirement and so many considerations and so many great ways to just plan for a healthy, happy, and financially secure retirement. And that's what the aim is here on the podcast. So if you're looking for some daily quick tips to help you on your own retirement journey, you're here in the right place. And I'm so glad that you're listening. Okay, so this week I'm doing something a little bit different on the podcast. I'm hosting office hours on Thursday, August 22nd from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm taking a break from the podcast this week, but I want to make sure that you have a chance to register. So I've included a link right at the top of the show notes for you to click and register for that. I actually hosted office hours. It's sort of like pick my brain. You register, you submit a question, whatever is on your mind regarding your retirement. You register for it, submit a question, then you hop on the Zoom call and we address your question and you get to hear from others as well. When I did this back in May, it filled up. We had a great discussion. It's a very small, intimate group. So there's only 6 people in addition to myself who are on the call. So if you didn't get a chance to register the first time around, maybe it didn't work with your schedule, this is your chance to ask your most burning question about retirement. So again, go to the show notes wherever you're listening to me right now. In the description is a link to register. After you register, you'll get an email with all the Zoom call details, and then all you got to do is click on the link at noon Pacific time on August 22nd, and you can join in. So the format and how this is going to work, it's 60 minutes long, and it's a round robin discussion with yourself if you are able to register, and then 5 other people. And I thought a lot about this, and I'm still kind of experimenting with this format, but I like the group format because it allows you to hear not just from me, but allows you to hear insight from the experience and lives of other people too. So chances are, if this is something that's a pressing question for you, something that you're dealing with, somebody else on the call, maybe in a similar situation, or have already gone through that and come out the other side. So it's a great way to learn a lot from not just asking your own question, but hearing from other people too, and maybe even sharing your own insights with others as well. So if you've ever attended office hours, maybe back in college, maybe you had a professor who did this, one-on-one time is helpful, but the group format really allows people who are in similar situations, similar life experiences to share their thoughts as well. And because there's 5 other random people from around the country and, not your inner circle social group, it's a lot more comfortable to share and get some feedback there without worrying about, what people will think of you or being judged in any way. So it's a great experience, great learning experience for everyone. And then on the Zoom call itself, I'll choose someone to ask their question. We'll discuss the topic for 5 to 8 minutes, and then we'll repeat that for each person. So you really have a good chunk of time devoted to your specific question, and I'll be facilitating all that. Again, when I did this in May, we had a great discussion. Everyone left with some valuable help and insight. I got some great feedback from the first go around. Plus, it was just a lot of fun to talk with many of you face to face, get to know you better. I will say though, it filled up last time. I expect it to fill up again. There's around 15 to 20,000 downloads of the podcast every single month. So I do expect it to fill up. So don't wait. Go to the show notes in today's episode, and I'll include a link for you to register there. If you go to the registration link and it is full already, send me an email. I'll add you to the waiting list. And if someone drops out, you'll be able to join the call. Hopefully, if you're at the top of the waiting list, or I will also save your information and I will let you know and give you first dibs the next time I have office hours, which is going to be sometime in the fall. So my email for the office hours, if it is full, is ashleym@truenorthra.com. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to hearing your questions in next month's office hours. I will be back with new episodes next week. I'm going to review and discuss some of the main points from a book I'm reading right now, which is called What Your Money Means by Frank Hanna. I'm still working through the book. It's a great book, a great read, actually a pretty easy read as well. It's not technical or overly complicated or anything like that. You don't need a finance degree to read it like you do with a lot of other more technical financial books. But it does deserve a weekly theme because Hannah's approach to managing money is completely different than most of the other books on money out there. Most of the other books, they basically tell you how to make and keep as much money as possible. There's nothing wrong with that, but this book, on the other hand, talks more about the role of money and what it means in your life, the meaning of money, how to determine how much money is enough for you, how to shield yourself and your loved ones from the inherent dangers of wealth, which I wish we talked about this more because the more is always better is not true with money, just like it's not true with pretty much everything else either. So basically, if you already have relative comfort, you have some luxuries because you have money in your bank account, you have money in your investment accounts, this book is going to show you how to keep money in the right place in your life and how to use it well. So looking forward to being back with you next week and sharing some of those insights with you. In the meantime, I hope you have a blessed week. My name is Ashley Micciche, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.